Hey, Pajama Gramma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with Pajama Gramma's chronic pain killers prescriptions. Over the last 37 years, I've had chronic illness and chronic pain, and over that time period, I had a decision to make. I was either going to be out and bedridden for the rest of my life, or I was going to figure out how to change what the doctors and the experts told me and create the life that I really wanted and live the life that I knew I was capable of living. Have I had to make reasonable accommodations and adjustments to my idea, my thoughts, my beliefs, my plans for that life? Absolutely. I can't play tennis anymore because I can't see out of my left eye at all. So there's a lot of things I've had to give up, but there's a lot more things I've gained than that I've ever had to give up. All I had to do was change my mind. And part of changing my mind was deciding to share these prescriptions, these tips, tricks, strategies, techniques, processes and procedures that have worked for me to help me kill my chronic pain and live the life that I love. And I want the same for you. So today's prescription is worrying sucks. I don't know if you're a worrier or not. I'm not anymore. I'm not going to say I never worry, because every once in a while things pop into my mind, but I don't let them stay there. They just pop in and I send them on their merry way. I thank them for showing up and then I send them on their merry way, because I've never had worrying work out well for me. If I'm worrying about something, I'm giving energy and negative energy to the possibility of the bad thing I don't want to happen. So I'm actually helping to create the thing I don't want to happen. That's all worrying does. And guess what? Worrying doesn't help anyone. All it does is give me more negative energy, which increases my chronic pain and my chronic illness. Worrying never helped me do well in a job interview. Worrying never helped me get the outcome that I wanted from a medical procedure or a surgery or a test. Worrying and fretting about what the kids were doing when I wasn't with them never helped them to make better choices and decisions, and they didn't even ever know I was worrying about them. I mean, worrying about anything is a complete waste of time and energy, and it sucks. It sucks the life out of you or me. It sucks the life out of me and just gives more negative energy and more negative vibration to what it is that I don't want. And I never want to create what I don't want. So instead of worrying, I just focus on what I want. I focus on, I think about, I imagine, I visualize the exact outcome I want to have happen, instead of worrying about what could or might happen. Have you ever noticed that if you're a worrier, or if you worry, the thing that you worry about almost never happens? Like, never. And if you worry about something enough, you can actually make it happen. You can make something bad happen if you worry about it enough and fret about it enough and think about it enough and consider it enough and find all the possibilities to sabotage yourself and make dang sure it happens. Have you done that before? Yeah, I'm raising my hand because I know darn well I have. I can't think of a prime example right now because I've tried to for the last at least 2 decades to not worry. What really sealed the deal for me was about 4 or 5 years ago when my son went to Mount Everest. He was traveling, 8,000 miles away to Mount Everest, and my ex-husband, we were not living together at the time, he called me like 10 times a day saying, have you heard from our son? Have you heard from our son? And I'm like, no, he's 8,000 miles away. Doesn't have cell service. He's traveling in a remote part of the world. I don't expect to hear from him every day. And my ex-husband's worrying and fretting over what's going on. And I'm like living my life because I know I've raised him well. He knows what to do. He's an adult at this point. I'm like, he made the decision. He figured out how to go. He went on the trip. He's obviously going to deal with whatever happens while he's there. You have trip insurance for anything that could happen and something like that. So the difference between the ex-husband's experience and mine experience with that was dramatic, because I wasn't sitting at home worrying about it, where he was sitting at home fretting and worrying about it and getting ulcers over it, literally, over the not being able to talk to and communicate every single day. And I'm like, that's not possible. And guess what? His worrying and my not worrying had absolutely zero income on our son's experience of that trip. Absolutely none. Because he didn't even know whether we were worrying or not, right? So instead of worrying and hurting yourself, let's, for today's prescription, put worrying away for an entire day and see how that makes us feel. See how that impacts your chronic pain. That's today's prescription. Have an awesome day, and I will see you very soon with another Painkillers prescription. Bye.